My colleague,
Opening remarks.
my colleague, Honorable Election Commissioner Shri Anup Chand Pandey ji on my right side, and Shri Arun Goyal ji on my left, ECI officials, and friends from media in such a large number. Very good morning to you. I hope you had a good weekend. You were all worried that the conference may happen during weekend. So I hope you had a good weekend. And it's a good starting on Monday. Friends, as you are aware, we have gathered here today to declare the schedule for the elections to the legislative assemblies of Mizoram, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Telangana. And we have gathered here today after a significant hiatus of 6 months. We met last. And as we stand on the cusp of elections in these states, it is worth noting that these polls hold a unique significance, not only for the residents of these states but also for the nation. We will now, after this, meet in this form for the 24 elections. In the span of 40 days, the Commission has visited 5 states, all the 5 states, and held very detailed discussions with the political parties there, with the enforcement agencies of the central government and the state government. For example, all across the spectrum, to just tell you, income tax, excise, DRI, narcotics, coastal guards, state police, banks, RBI, civil aviation, everyone, whosoever is involved in some form of enforcement for the elections, RPF, Railway Protection Force, GRP, so everyone. So what transpired, what did they tell us and what did we told them, all that I will brief you. We met the political parties representatives और उनके भी जितने सुझाव, जितने फीडबैक थे वो हम सब लोगों ने लिए. उसके बारे में भी मैं थोड़ा आपको बताऊंगा. I'll use this opportunity to brief you about what had happened during these last 6 months when we have started the preparation for the elections. मुझे मालूम है कि आप लोग शेड्यूल जानने के लिए इच्छुक हैं ज़्यादा, लेकिन इस अपॉर्चुनिटी को हम यूज़ करेंगे आपको ये बताने के लिए कि कितनी मेहनत इन चुनावों को कराने के लिए होती है. So friends, just to give you an overview, the Mizoram Assembly's term is on 17th December 23. Then all of the others in the latest by 16th of January 24. And there are total assembly constituencies, number is 679 if you total up assembly constituencies of Mizoram, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Telangana. तो जो ये 679 असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज हैं वो पूरी कंट्री की 4200 लगभग लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज का 1/6 है. और इसी प्रकार से जो इनके इलेक्टर्स हैं जो 16.14 करोड़ हैं कंबाइंडली, वो भी लगभग 95 करोड़ वोटर्स के 1/6 हैं. सो द एंटायर कंट्री by that standard would be going to polls in almost in the 1/6 of the country's spread of the voters and the assembly constituencies. The general overview, if we were to give you, the Mizoram has 8.52 lakh voters, Chhattisgarh 2.03, Madhya Pradesh 5.6, Rajasthan 5.2, Telangana 3.17, and total voters in these states would be totaling to 8.2 crore male and 7.8 crore female voters. Very interesting fact is that first time voters in these states would be 60.2 lakhs. I would elaborate on this point little later when I come to that. But this emphasis during the special summary revision in these states has been such that we have concentrated on the enrollment of the young voters, PWD voters, 80+ voters, centenarian voters, and also the improving the election gender ratio for these states. अगर आप देखेंगे तो जो पीडब्ल्यूडी हैं उसके टोटल वोटर्स की संख्या 17.34 lakhs है, which is who are also entitled to vote from the comfort of their home if they are not able to come to the polling station. Similarly, 80 plus 24.7 and centenarian voters 32,410. All these three categories को पहली बार असेंबली इलेक्शंस में अपने घर से वोट की सुविधा प्राप्त होगी. और फ्रेंड्स, द लास्ट कॉलम अगर आप देखेंगे इलेक्टर जेंडर रेशियो, तो दो स्टेट में ये जेंडर रेशियो ज्यादा फेवरेबल है विमेन का. इट इज 1063 एंड 1012, विच इज अ वेरी हैप्पी स्टेट. इन अदर स्टेट्स ऑल्सो इट हैज इंप्रूव्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द स्पेशल एफर्ट्स अंडरटेकिंग ड्यूरिंग द एसएसआर. और इस एसएसआर की वजह से इन सब में भी ये इलेक्टोरल रेशियो काफी बड़ा है. तेलंगाना इज ऑल्सो वेरी हाई 9998 एंड सो देयर इज इंप्रूवमेंट इवन इन द राजस्थान. नाउ if you look at the inclusive electoral roll, we are emphasizing a lot. Let me repeat. जो electoral roll है वो पूरी तरीके से प्योर हो, वो पूरी तरीके से हेल्दी हो, इसके ऊपर में बहुत एम्फेसिस है. और ये भी मैं आपको अभी बताऊंगा कि जो एसएसआर पूरी कंट्री का है वो भी शुरू होने वाला है. सो जस्ट टू से दैट वीमेन वोटर्स, यंग वोटर्स, particularly vulnerable tribal groups, persons with disabilities, senior citizens, transgenders, सबके ऊपर में इस एसएसआर में जो इन 5 स्टेट्स में हुआ विशेष अभियान चलाया गया ताकि पूरा का पूरा जो इलेक्टोरल रूल है उसमें पहले सबको शामिल करें और फिर सबको हम वोटर पोलिंग स्टेशन पे लेके आए. सो दिस इज द एफर्ट. हाउ डू वी फर्स्ट एंटर देम इनटू द रोल एंड देन ब्रिंग देम टू द पोल. सो फ्रॉम रोल टू पोल is the emphasis by which we are all working. So now, friends, very interesting and a special effort which the Commission is undertaking. ये जो particularly vulnerable tribal groups हैं पूरी कंट्री में 75 ऐसी कम्युनिटीज हैं और कमीशन ने ये बीड़ा उठाया है कि हम इनको सबको जो लास्ट पंक्ति में हैं, they are almost the lowest in the human development indices in the entire country, in the amongst the voters. So we will enroll them fully. And as a happy reporting to you, in these 4 states we have 12 PVTGs and they have been enrolled 100%. तो ये हमें बड़ी खुशी का विषय है कि 100% एनरोल हुई हैं और हम आपको ये भी दिखाएंगे कि इनको किस प्रकार से हम पोलिंग स्टेशंस में लाने की कोशिश करेंगे. अगर यूथ की बात करें तो 60 लाख जो यूथ हैं वो ऐसे हैं जो फर्स्ट टाइम वोटर्स होंगे 18 to 19 years in these 5 states. And as you are all aware, there was an amendment for qualifying dates to be changed to 4 dates instead of the 1st January of the every year. So उसकी वजह से 15.39 lakh voters are such who are completing their 18th year after the 1st January 2023. And because of this amendment, 15.